Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer.
Welcome to this presentation of UPSL soccer action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Charlie Jordan Field here at Shiloh Stadium for this UPSL Georgia Premier Division playoff match. Kalonji Pro-Profile versus Georgia Athletic SC. We are in the cutoff point at this point. Win or you are out. We look at the fixtures that have happened so far in the playoffs. Yesterday, Atlanta United Academy beating UMAFC 4-2. Dalton United FC with a large victory over Georgia Revolution 5-0. And then tonight's match is Kalonji Pro-Profile and Georgia Athletic SC. After this, we go to the second round. Potros FC being the first round bye for winning the league. They will take on the lowest seed of the remaining teams, and then the other two teams will play against each other next week, and then we will go to the finals the following week. That will get you caught up on everything that is. We take a look at the lineup for Kalonji Pro-Profile. You see here Henry Playtez, Grant Carr, Kamani Irving, Tachi Damfa, Camden Chopa, Gamara taking the place of Tony Tiente, who is serving a one-game suspension from a red card. Anthony Sumo, Tumasi, Kalonji, and Diakite, they will be in a 4-4-2 lineup that you see here. Typical to see, keep an eye on Anthony Sumo. He will be all over the place. And then also look at the lineup for Georgia Athletic. They are also in a 4-4-2. Keep an eye on Nenzario Mbamio, number 7. Will step away for the opening ceremonies.
Good evening and welcome to Shiloh Stadium for this UPSL Georgia playoff match. Kalonji Pro-Profile versus Georgia Athletic SC. At this time, if possible, please rise for the national anthem.
Welcome into Shiloh High School, the last quarterfinal in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division playoffs. Georgia Athletic and KSA Pro-Profile. Georgia Athletic finished the regular season, their first in the Premier Division, 4-5-3 overall, -4 goal differential that got them into the number 6 spot in the table at the end of the regular season. They're facing the number 3 seed, KSA, Kalonji Pro-Profile, 8-1-3 on the year, a +18 goal difference, and they are your hosts this evening. I'm Jason Longshore. Thanks for hanging out with me on the ASMG YouTube channel. Both teams in a 4-4-2. KSA comes in, as we talked about the seeds, they come in as the favorite. A lot of players on this KSA team that have a lot of experience in these kinds of games. This is a team that has made deep runs in this competition. This is a team with a number of players with professional experience, and this is a team that has went deep in many different competitions. Georgia Athletic, this is their first time at this kind of a level. This is their first time with this kind of a test. We'll see how they handle it, and we'll see how KSA kind of handles being the overwhelming favorite walking in the door in this one. A little bit of a delayed kick. Temperatures are rather warm here in Snellville. Your kickoff temperature, as we get it refreshed here, 91 degrees. Feels like 94, and on the turf probably feels like a good bit warmer than that. So how teams manage that will be interesting. You can hear that wind picking up a little bit. That's not going to cool these guys down all that much, to be honest. Georgia Athletic in the red and black stripes. They'll be moving from left to right on your screens. KSA in the all white, moving from right to left. Home of the Shiloh Generals, Charlie Jordan Field, Shiloh Community Stadium. KSA ready to roll. Georgia Athletic with one final team conversation. First playoff match here in the UPSL Georgia Premier Division for Georgia Athletic. Final chat among the Georgia Athletic players as they get ready for this. Teams that come in this kind of a situation, you've got to get settled as early as possible. KSA will want to play the game on their terms. They're going to want to play direct. They're going to want to get in behind. They're going to want to feed Kalen Kalonji. They're going to want to get Anthony Sumo bossing the game in the middle of the park. Wilfred Camden, Chupa, Grant Carr, they want to get them forward from those fullback positions. Georgia Athletic has to try to maintain some control of this one. Got to have a winner. They'll advance into the semifinals next weekend. Referee checking his watch. There's your whistle, and let's kick it for 45 minutes from Shiloh High School. Georgia Athletic long down the middle. They win the second ball. Hernandez. Up the right side, Nazario Mbomio. Goal kick, not quite what he had in mind there. Henry Pleites plays it short to the right. KSA building up on that right side into the middle. Joseph Samuel drops it back. High press from Georgia Athletic. Deflected ball. That's going to be a throw for KSA, but just a few steps off of the corner flag. Thrown in off of the track. Samuel will turn to the right and walk it forward. Pass intercepted by Marco Lloris. Not kept, though. Here comes KSA through the middle. Knocked down. Second ball. Still there, KSA, as they get into the attacking half. Down the right side looking for Sumo. A little too much spice on that one. throw Georgia Athletic on the far side. With those temperatures we talked about before kickoff, you might see the pace be a little slow in this one, especially early on. Fidel Imba will take the throw. Flicked on, nobody home. Settled down on the back line by Kamani Irving. Drop back to Pleites. Irving tries the 1-2. That's intercepted. Opportunity for Georgia Athletic. Right-footed shot wide of the near post. The pressure from the visitors causing KSA some problems as we go back to look at that. Just trying to play out of the back. Irving thinks he's going to get the run, plays it into space. It's intercepted. No hesitation taking that quick shot from the far side. Alexis Ferrer just pulled it wide of the near post. Irving on the ball. Joseph Samuel dropping deep, helping build up the play. As KSA tries to get up the right side. Nothing doing. They bring it back to the left. Carr back to Irving, forward to Samuel. To the right to Damfa. Samuel once again as KSA moves it back across to the left, trying to pick out that ball forward. Does. Big save from Guerrero. Low shot, not a ton behind it that time. Goalkeepers love to make that early save that is a little bit of a test, but is rather comfortable. KSA win it back quickly. Diakite, who had that shot, he's going to earn a throw here on the near side as we go back to Diakite's opportunity. It was a good ball forward by Joseph Samuel to pick him out. No hesitation from Mohamed Diakite to get that shot off. Thrown into the middle. Camden Chupa over to the right side. Taken away. Here comes Georgia Athletic. Through ball. It's a good one. Irving trying to come over to help defend. Georgia Athletic back to the left. Cut back into the middle. Does not find its intended target in Bomeo. Pressure has been working for Georgia Athletic, but they haven't been able to make it count just yet. Samuel lays it off to the right. Irving forward to Diakite, back into the middle. Receiving it back was Gamadra. Now it's Joseph Samuel. Flick on attempt from Kalonji. Nobody home. Georgia Athletic will settle it back. They'll build out of the back this time. KSA will apply some pressure. Played into the middle. That's intercepted. Diakite shot near post off the crossbar and out. Business is picking up here in Snellville. Foul call on the far side. Free kick, Georgia Athletic. It's been their pressure that's caused problems in the early going. This time the tables are turned, and you see this opportunity coming from Diakite. The interception, it falls to him. Tries to rifle it into the roof. Beat Guerrero, but put it off the underside of the crossbar. Georgia Athletic going to try to build out of the back again. Gutierrez back to Guerrero. Through the middle's not going to find Mbomeo the first time around. Georgia Athletic will get an attacking half throw on the far side, though. Was Luis Munoz on that far side. Helps earn the throw. Drop back. KSA earned the foul at midfield. taken quickly. Drop back to Samuel, maybe taken a little too quickly. But Samuel able to draw a foul of his own. A rambunctious challenge from Lloris. There's another rambunctious challenge on the slide to knock it back. Irving will run it down. Blocked again. Another sliding challenge. Throw KSA. Rega Hernandez putting forth a ton of effort to try to turn that ball over. Carr will take the throw back to Irving. A narrow pitch here at Shiloh Community Stadium, something that teams have to adjust to. KSA, the home team, unable to combine out of the back. That's going to be a throw for Georgia Athletic on the far side. Thrown into Munoz. Driving through Munoz. Still on the drive, Munoz. Follow-up shot saved by Pleites. Munoz thought he had drawn a foul. Everyone kind of hesitated there. But the quick shot from Hernandez forced a save by Pleites. KSA working from right to left. Irving. Samuel. Drop back to Damfa, over to Irving, back to Samuel at midfield, back to Damfa. Up the right side, cleared. KSA will take the throw in front of the Georgia Athletic bench. Samuel squares it across to the left. Tiakite. Back into the middle to Yosef. Up the right side, Camden Chupa. Sumo making the underlapping run. Gets it, wants to spin back on that left foot. Still on the left foot, Sumo. Shot blocked. Follow-up opportunity. Taken away. Gamadra unable to get the shot off. Sliding challenge, battle for it, 30 yards from the Georgia Athletic goal. They're able to knock it forward and try to advance up the right side. Can he turn the corner in Bomeo? No. Good defensive work from Irving to block that off, and the whistle is blown in the 10th minute for an injury on the back end of that play. Fidel Imba is the player down for Georgia Athletic. Multiple players lunging in to try to win that ball back. Imba able to get back to his feet. So play will restart as a drop ball back to KSA at midfield. Carr, Irving. Long diagonal up the right side. Gets through, but not controlled on that far side. Wilfred Camden Chupa, former Life University man. Played for Clayton State last year in NCAA D2. Peach Belt All Conference. He wins it back. Through ball attempt, intercepted. Georgia Athletic might want to get vertical here. Up the right side to Hernandez. Hernandez back across the grain. Long diagonal up the left side. Tried to draw the foul. Referee immediately waved the player back to their feet. Going to be a throw. Referee was coming across and had a pretty good view of it, and there was no hesitation in his body language. No hesitation thinking about calling a foul there. Player stayed down, so the referee's obligated to check on him. Back to his feet is Munoz. All part of the game. Referee is not falling for any of it here in the early going. We're 12 minutes in. Throw in Georgia Athletic. Cleared forward to Sumo. Sumo across to the left side to Diakite. Gamara. Samuel. Back to Irving. Georgia Athletic, their pressure early on caused KSA some problems, but looks like the number 3 seed in the division has started to calibrate themselves to play through pressure. Gamara now. Back to Irving. Also, with the conditions, with the heat, maybe that pressure's intensity has dropped off a little bit. They win it back in their own half, though. Here comes Georgia Athletic. Up the left side to Mbomio. Through the middle. Tries to give it back to Mbomio. It's deflected, and Joseph Samuel was following Mbomio's run the whole way. Into the middle to Gamara. Here comes KSA up the right side. Tumasi drops it back. Samuel. Hits the brakes, waves Irving forward. Splits the lines to Gamara. Up the left side for Diakite. Challenge is a good one. It's won back by Ethan Ruiz. Intercepted back by Gamara. He gets it back from Diakite. Left-footed cross, top of the 18. One touch forward, left-footed shot. Save Guerrero. Daniel Tumasi, nice control at the top of the 18. Got some power into that. But Carlos Guerrero had it handled the whole way. Punt slices off to the right. Hernandez pops it forward. Hernandez paid the price for that, and he gets a yellow card issued to Grant Carr. Kind of starts with the wayward punt from Carlos Guerrero. Hernandez was able to bring it down under control, and Grant Carr lunging in caught him. Yellow card issued to Carr. Guerrero will take the free kick. Almost 50 yards from his goal. Down the middle, Mbomio, it's over his head. Samuel heads it on for KSA. They want to turn and go. Tumasi up the right side. Sumo chasing, headed out. Flag indicated on that far side is Sumo with a little bit of the low bridge. Foul called on him. It was an awkward landing on the far side for the Georgia Athletic player. William Marquez committed himself to going up and winning that header. Sumo did not go up with him. And by kind of ducking underneath him, there was nowhere for Marquez to come down. Take another look at it here. I don't think there was any bad intentions there from Sumo. I think Marquez was just so quick to it. But the landing very awkward, and the AR on that far side immediately popped the flag. Saw it the whole way right in front of him. Also waved the staff on because Marquez is going to need some treatment. A little concerned about the way that he landed. And flexing that right arm. I'm wondering if he came down mostly on that right side. He's going to continue, and there's a yellow card issued to Sumo. So 2 quick yellows for KSA. Carr and Sumo into the book. No score here in the 17th minute. UPSL Georgia Premier Division quarterfinal, the last one of this round. It's the 3-seed KSA versus the 6 Georgia Athletic. Make sure you are subscribed to the ASMG YouTube channel. Semifinals coming up next weekend. And the final in 2 weeks. Quick throw in from Grant Carr. He doesn't mind taking the throw from about 3 or 4 lanes back on the track. Damfa carrying it forward. Splits the lines. Good ball to Twumasi. He turns. Lays it off to the right side. Camden Chupa with the cross. Header from Kalonji. Wide of the far post. Goal kick. KSA, a team that can attack you in multiple ways. Sometimes with intricate passing, sometimes with about 3 to get into the attacking third like that. Good cross. Kalonji unable to get his header on frame. Georgia Athletic trying to play out of the back. Clipped and fouled. Diego Alvarado goes down. Diakite disagreeing with the decision. Georgia Athletic flicked on. Another foul on the far side. It's a lot of fouls. There already have been 2 yellows, not necessarily for persistent infringement. This time it's Munoz down again. The yellow's not for persistent infringement, but the referee just made the signal to the KSA team, the bench area as well, that's it. It's been about 4 fouls in maybe 120 seconds. 2 of them got yellows for the nature of those fouls, and then 2 more. Georgia Athletic players a little frustrated. Not an easy game to have the whistle on this one. Free kick inside their own half, Georgia Athletic. Cut it back inside to Ferrer. Deflected out by Samuel. A throw for Georgia Athletic in the attacking half now. 20th minute, no score. There has to be a winner tonight. Thrown into Ferrer. Down the middle. Gamara able to clear. Kalonji helps it along. Georgia Athletic run it down initially, but can't get out of their own half. Up the left side to Diakite, trying to get in behind. He does. Cuts it back across. Doesn't find Twumasi. He will run it down on the far side, though. KSA still alive in the attacking third. Backheel flick from Samuel, deflected. Twumasi out wide on the right. He'll earn a throw. Wilfred Camden Chupa to take it. Back to Damfa. Sumo looping around to the left. 30 yards out. Shot takes a deflection. Corner KSA here on the near side. Anthony Sumo is inside the county lines. He's going to load up that left foot any chance he gets. 30 yards out, no problem. Earns the corner. Gamara will take it. Josef Samuel pops out for the short option. Hernandez recognizes that, so Gamara will take this with the left foot. Outswinger. Corner of the 6 headed away. Trying to get into the attacking half, unable to do so. Irving pops it forward. Gamara. Back to the long run of Irving. He's tripped up. Free kick KSA. A lot of shouts asking for a yellow there on Alexis Ferrer. Definitely left the leg out. It's a good run forward by Kamani Irving. Free kick right up against the touchline that Daniel Tuamasi will take. No yellow issued. One-man wall. About 24 yards away from goal, but just inside the touchline. Keep in mind the narrow confines here. Would be ambitious to go to goal here, but could be a very dangerous opportunity. Tuamasi with the right, Gamarra with the left. It's Tuamasi. He does go to goal. Comfortable for Guerrero. Roll it out to the right to Ferrer. Diakite tried to get ahead to that. Hernandez got on it. He draws a foul. Gamarra and Carr both there. Georgia Athletic play it to the left. Off the free kick. Forward to Ferrer, but he's slow to get to it. Tries to draw a foul, doesn't do that this time. Georgia Athletic down the middle, took a deflection. Hernandez unable to bring it down. KSA going to play through as they are obligated to do. Don't need to stop the play here. The referee said there was not a foul on that challenge. Would tend to agree with him, not a ton in it. And like I said, this is not an easy match to have the whistle on. Lots of reasons for that one. It is Frank Peacock with the whistle, Carlos Rondon, Tim Johnson the assistants, Samuel Sanya as the fourth official. Feels like one of those games where it will take a village to manage it. Ferrer checking the right foot. Boot comes off. Everything's good. Throw in KSA on the far side. 25th minute. Thrown in back to Damfa. Up the right side, Camden Chupa inside to Yosef Samuel. Damfa and Samuel combine. Irving now. Trying to play Diakite in behind, trying to get between the two defenders, nearly pulled it off. Georgia Athletic up the right side to Hernandez. Floats it into the middle, lost his footing, Ferrer. Irving comes away with it, now Damfa. Up the right side, Camden Chupa gonna cut inside this time. Sliding challenge, doesn't win it. Gamarra back to Samuel. Pass intercepted on the far side, trying to get it to Sumo. Georgia Athletics outlet pass does not connect with Mbomio. Back to Pleites. Damfa to Samuel. Samuel, the 1-2 with Tuamasi. Now Irving. Diakite. Samuel into the attacking half. Diakite again. Pass out wide to the right. That's intercepted again. Georgia Athletic, they want a break. Lloris. Triple teamed, trying to create some space for himself. He'll get a throw instead. After an opening 10 minutes or so that felt like both teams were going to be very disruptive with the pressure, we've kind of settled into how this is playing out the rest of the first half. More possession for KSA as they're back on it again. Georgia Athletic trying to break quickly after having numbers behind the ball, but they haven't been able to dial that in yet. KSA have been the more dangerous team through 26, but they haven't found a breakthrough either. One back by Georgia Athletic. Lloris dribbles past one, gets out of a challenge. Advantage played up the left side. Here comes Georgia Athletic now into the attacking third. Squared back to Lloris, right-footed shot. Playtez will push it wide. Samuel will volley it out for a throw. Nice combination play on the far side from Georgia Athletic as we take another look at that shot. Cut back into the middle, 25 yards out. Playtez did not try to catch. Was able to push it wide enough. Hernandez unable to rescue that one on the gray line. Throw KSA. Carr. Samuel. Challenged by Mbomio. Damp up the right side. Camden Chupa. Trying to hook up with Sumo on the far side. Does not. Georgia Athletic on the dribble, on the break. Down the right side for Hernandez. A great ball. Unable to curl across in for Mbomio, though. Mishits it. Playtez grateful for that one. Referee blows the whistle. Georgia Athletic player down on the far side. Trainer waved on. And believe that will be our hydration break here in the 29th minute. Could be an issue with cramp on the far side. Georgia Athletic will have a little bit of time to figure out what they're going to have to do here. It's been an even game between the 3 and the 6 seed. As we go back to that last opportunity from Hernandez, he saw Mbomio making the run. He wanted to curl that one into his path, and when it came off of his right foot, he put his face in his hands because he knew he had misplayed it. Even though it's the 3 and the 6, and you look at the records and you'd think KSA will come in with all the confidence, when these teams played in the regular season, it was a 2-2 draw here. So Georgia Athletic not going to be in awe of KSA. They haven't played that way through the first 28 minutes or so. We're now into the 30th. We'll have stoppage time added on at the end of the first half. Started out with some high pressure from Georgia Athletic, but that's going to be hard to maintain with the heat. Started to drop off, and it's the classic commentator's curse, right? When I questioned them not being able to dial in that counter, they started to do so with 2 breaks. Lloris with a shot that was saved and pushed wide by Playtez. Then that last opportunity from Hernandez that did not get through to Nazario Mbomio. Referee ready to restart the play. Georgia Athletic maybe a little more reluctant to do so. Second whistle. Be a drop ball back to KSA. Play had stopped for the injured player on the far side. He will be able to continue. Drop ball to Irving. We're back underway in the 31st. Diakite down the middle, doesn't get to the first ball. Kalonji gets to the second. Trying to loop around to the right. He draws a foul. Imba prevented the turn from Kalen Kalonji, so a free kick. KSA's had one of these before in a very similar spot. This one a little more inside and a little further back, 30-plus out. Gamadra will take this. It's with the left foot going to swing away from Guerrero's goal. Defensive line set, 15 yards out. Played into a dangerous spot. Header popped up. Guerrero will catch in front of Sumo. Thrown forward. Marquez. Cutting inside. Lays it off to Lloris. One more time to the right. Ruiz. Hernandez now. Gets on it. Cuts it back. Knocked away by Dampfa. Follow-up opportunity. Shot blocked down. No call. Georgia Athletic wanted a penalty. We're going to take a look at it. Obviously, no video assistant referee. We don't have that kind of power. Nah, there's nothing there. And Bomio knew he wasn't getting to it, tried to draw it. Nothing there. Good no call. Corner on the far side for Georgia Athletic. Whistle blown. Still a lot of complaining. Corner played short. Back to the top of the 18. Still alive. Another dive. KSA come out of it up the right side. Throw for KSA. Georgia Athletic, yellow card shown, I believe, to Martin Gutierrez, who was the one who tried to draw a foul. Blatant simulation there. Let the replay speak for itself. It's an interesting one because, as we talked about earlier, KSA, 2 yellow cards to Carr and Sumo, and they were in a stretch where it felt like the only thing that KSA could do was foul to break up the buildup. Before that and after that, there have been some attempts to draw fouls that have not been very convincing. And when you have the goodwill of the referee crew where you're starting to be fouled consistently, and then you lose that by trying to draw additional fouls, we'll see how the rest of the night plays out. KSA at midfield, squared inside, Samuel. Carr, now Diakite, overlap from Carr. Diakite uses it to cut inside. Big switch, does not find its intended target. Marquez heads it forward. Dampfa, Samuel. Dampfa, Samuel. Carr. Over the head of Gutierrez, but he's got Guerrero behind him. 35th minute, no score. Rolled out to Gutierrez. Back to Guerrero. In trouble, able to skip past Kalen Kalonji. Gutsy from the goalkeeper. Second ball, won by Georgia Athletic. Ferrer into the middle, but does not find a teammate. Samuel wants to turn, does. Doesn't connect with Twumasi. Marquez. Nothing doing up that right side, so back to Guerrero. Up the left side for Georgia Athletic. Forward to Gutierrez. Into the middle, and Bomio not going to get to it. Samuel turns again. Popped it forward. Hernandez. Mbomio. Lloris. Up the left side. Here comes Georgia Athletic. Munoz. Wanted to cut inside. Camden Chupa wins it. Clears it. Turn from Sumo. Drives through one. Lays it off to the left to Diakite. Mohamed Diakite, step over. Slide to the right. Back to the left. Back to the right. Shot wide of the far post. Good footwork from Diakite. That cut back to the left. He had maybe one more step if he wanted to line it up. Ended up slicing that one wide of the far post. Guerrero will take the goal kick. Down the middle, header won by Carr. Tumasi spins to the right. Sumo down the right flank. Deflected away. Georgia Athletic clear. They'll earn a throw. You don't want to have to deal with Anthony Sumo in 1v1 situations, but if he's out wide up against the touchline, you'll take that if you have to. Marquez was able to deal with that one. He's on the ball again. Gutierrez will clear it to midfield. Headed down, but not kept by KSA. Hernandez. Ferrer. Tried to send Lloris through. Wayward pass. Damfa. Gamara. Up the right side. Run down up against the end line. Sumo. Could not get inside. Marquez took it away and cleared. Still KSA, though, starting to pin Georgia Athletic in. Here's Diakite on the left. Overlap from Carr. Inside to Twumasi. Drop back to Yosef Samuel, 35 yards from goal. Heavy touch from Twumasi. It's won back by Mbomio. Wrestling match to midfield. Foul called on Twumasi. Free kick, Georgia Athletic. Could have gone either way. I think it's the last bit of it, as we have a disagreement here between multiple parties. It's that last bit where Twumasi's arm comes out. Diakite getting into it with Ethan Ruiz. Referee trying to tell Georgia Athletic to play. They've got a free kick. Honestly, kind of an innocuous foul at midfield either way. Free kick played into the middle. Georgia Athletic. Mbomio tries to turn. He blocks the clearance. Irving will slam it up the right side. Sumo turns. Burns into the attacking half. Long run from Camden Chupa. Talking about burning. There he goes down the right side, but a sliding challenge and a good one from Fidel Imba. '40th minute. Expect at least a couple minutes of first half stoppage time. Thrown into Damfa. Back up the right side. Crossed in. Top of the 6. Gutierrez heads it down. Diakite, top of the 18. Can't get the shot off. Lays it off. Gamara. Now Kalonji. Cuts inside on the right foot. Sliding challenge from Ruiz. Diakite takes a run into the 18. Blocked away by Gutierrez. Carr up the left side. Challenge from Gutierrez. It's going to be a throw for KSA. Georgia Athletic need to focus because it's thrown into the 18. Gamara to the back post. Headed away. Knocked out intelligently to prevent the counter. Georgia Athletic felt like they didn't get a touch there and were arguing the throw in, but while they were arguing, the ball was thrown into the 18. KSA unable to capitalize. Both teams losing their heads a little bit here late in the first half. Samuel up the right side, gets it back inside to Gamara, bodied off of the ball. Imba helps it keep moving for Georgia Athletic. They get into the middle third. They get into the attacking half. Here comes Mbomio. What a ball in behind. Mbomio 1v1 with Pleites. Defender back. It does not matter. Goal, goal, goal. Nazario Mbomio. And just like that, Georgia Athletic take the lead on the road 1-0. It looked like Pleites had done enough to hold up Mbomio. He got a man back on the goal line. Mbomio able to beat both of them into the roof of the net. And Georgia Athletic go ahead 1-0 here late in the first half. KSA kick off quickly. They want to find an answer. We'll get you the assist on that goal at halftime. What a perfectly timed through ball for Mbomio. Georgia Athletic win it back. KSA tried to draw the foul this time, unsuccessfully. Played across to Ruiz. He'll dribble to midfield. Squared inside to Ferrer, knocked away from him. Here comes KSA. Good tackle from Emba. Diakite pops it into the arm of Emba. Emba argues, doesn't matter. The arm was away from his body. Free kick KSA. Foul's called. It's a handball. Not sure what the rest of the arguing is. It's a free kick for KSA. Not going to get anything more than just the call that time because it's popped into his arm from a short distance. But it was away from his body. Easy call. Free kick KSA, 40-plus yards out. Kamani Irving, Grant Carr over it. It's going to be Irving. Drives it forward, deflected. Volleyed away by Emba. Throw in KSA as we cross into the 44th minute. Carr throws it into Samuel. Wayward touch, picked off. Ferrer. Smart from Samuel not to foul. Played down the right side for Mbomio. Cuts inside, Mbomio. Cuts again, shot, goal! 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 Nazario Mbomio, golazo, 2-0. Mbomio got past Irving, got past Carr, and then puts it off the inside of the far post. What a goal from Nazario Mbomio. Started with Alexis Ferrer. Able to capitalize on the loose touch from Josef Samuel. Samuel didn't commit the foul in the middle third. Looked like there were numbers back. But Mbomio does not care and makes it 2-0. Seconds remaining in first half regulation time. KSA did not expect to be in this spot. Diakite. Gonna go down the left side. Sliding challenge, foul called. Yellow card will be issued to Ethan Ruiz. It's a free kick for KSA, 15 yards out as we take another look. Diakite saw that he had a 1v1, put his head down. Ruiz tried to make it a 1v2, lunged in. Foul and a yellow. So it's Gamadra, it's Diakite standing over this one. About 6 yards wide of the 18, 15 yards off the end line. Diakite could go to goal here. Not a great angle, just a one-man wall. Gamadra would swing this through to the back post. Lots of talking, lots of conversing. Lots of shenanigans inside the 18. We've all been there and done that and seen it a few times, as has our referee. Calms everyone down. Whistle blown. Diakite with the right foot wide of the near post. Multiple players down inside the 18, which doesn't matter at all because it was a shot wide of the near post that nobody was getting to. Everybody's arguing and lobbying. Diakite goes for goal here to the near post and narrowly missed. Yellow card shown, I think. I'll try to get clarification on that as the referee going to have a conversation with the AR on the far side who spotted something. Going to be a goal kick. There's nothing in it as a shout for a penalty. I honestly think that's foolish. And I think you saw the assistant referee on the far side with a little bit of sign language there, saying there's a lot of talking. Referee trying to calm everybody down, trying to give everybody an opportunity to calm down. I think this has been an excellently managed match by this referee crew because it has not been easy. Neither team really making it easy for them. AR here on the near side, so the argument from KSA was that it should be a corner after that free kick. They get their wish. Georgia Athletic really need to get back to play rather than argue. The referee doing the smart thing as there was a lot of conversation going on. Holds the corner. We're into the 49th minute now. No idea how much longer we'll play in the first half. I don't think this referee crew wants to go much longer. It's going to be an in-swinging corner from the near side. Played to the back post. Header pops straight up. Guerrero able to get to it. Thought about rolling it out to the left. KSA players blocked that opportunity, so Guerrero will walk it back to the right. Drives it long down the left side. Brought down but not controlled. Dampfa drop it back to play, Tez. We're still going here in the first half. Throw KSA on the far side. Into the 50th minute in the first half. Did have a hydration break. Irving, Dampfa, Irving, Samuel, Irving, Diakite. Still in their own half, KSA trailing by 2. Diakite runs out of real estate here on the near side. Well defended by Hernandez et al. Gutierrez ambles over to pick that one up. Imba launches the throw down the line. It's over the head of Imbolmio. He continues to press, almost wins it, does win it, pops it into the middle. Hernandez, Imbolmio on a hat trick on the right foot, pulls it wide of the far post. Nearly a first half hat trick in about a 10-minute time span. As KSA get caught in possession again, Hernandez gave it back to Imbolmio. He's able to get the shot through Dampfa, but wide. 51st minute. First half. Dampfa. Diakite. 1v2. One back by Georgia Athletic. Diakite tries to win it back again, and that will do it for the first 45 plus. Georgia Athletic, 2 goals late in the half from Nazario Imbolmio. And it's the underdogs, Georgia Athletic, the number 6 seed with the 2-0 lead at the break over KSA Pro-Profile. We'll be back in about 15 minutes here from Shiloh Community Stadium on the ASMG Network.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to wrap.
Welcome back, Shiloh Community Stadium. It's 2-0 Georgia Athletic over KSA Pro-Profile. Quarterfinal, the last one left, and let's kick it for 45 more minutes from Snellville. First time I've seen a halftime run short. Everybody wants to finish this one up. KSA need 2 goals, and they lose possession here on the near side. Loose touch from Anthony Sumo. Try to get you caught up on any subs that happened at halftime as we see them. Georgia Athletic in the red and black stripes. They've got the 2 goals from Nazario and Balmio, both late in the first half. KSA in the all white. They're moving from left to right on your screen. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group Network. I'm Jason Longshore, Georgia Athletic with the long throw down the left side. Mbomio on the brace, can't bring that down. Sumo. Gamadra, back heel from Kalonji, up the right side to Tuamasi, back into the 18. Knocked away. Flag was up. Free kick, Georgia Athletic. Get another look at it, and yeah, it looks like Sumo was a step in behind on the pass from Tuamasi. Has been a challenging match for our referee crew at times tonight. Grant Carr, Anthony Sumo for KSA on yellow cards. Ethan Ruiz on a yellow for Georgia Athletic. There might have been one additional yellow in a scrum. Those are the 3 that we've got up here in the booth. Camden Chupa goes down in a challenge with Munoz. Foul was not called. It's a throw for KSA, but Wilfred Camden Chupa needs a little assistance to get back to his feet. Dampfa, Irving. Headed down. Georgia Athletic player goes down trying to draw the foul. Here comes Tuamasi. Gets it back for KSA. They try to work the left side. Back heel, plays Tuamasi in. Cut back, across the top of the 18. Enough of a clearance. Luis Munoz. He'll earn a throw. We'll see how conservative Georgia Athletic is here in this second 45 with the 2-goal lead. The temperature has dropped down to 88 degrees as we're into the second half. Feels like 91. Sun is setting here in Snellville. But the conditions will be taking a good bit out of both of these teams. Munoz, back heel. Yodris. Shimmy, a shake, down the left side, cuts inside, cuts back again. Able to pick out Ferrer with a right-footed rocket wide. Tricky dribbles from Marco Yodris on the left side. Get another look at the fancy footwork from him. Ferrer from 30 plus. Didn't miss by that much. KSA will play the goal kick out wide to the right. Taki Dampfa. Camden Chupa back across to Irving. Irving long up the right side. Finds Sumo. Sumo. Tuamasi back to the right foot. Tuamasi knocked away. Pressure from KSA trying to win it back. Munoz inside to Yodris. Fancy footwork again. Loops back around to the left. Fakes a pass. Dribbles forward. And Balmio does not connect with Munoz. KSA back on it. Josef Samuel. Knocked down by Ferrer. And Balmio making the run forward. Alexis Ferrer will drive forward on his own. Down the right side. Crossed in, and Bomio had checked back. He wanted that cut back. Hernandez unable to get his head up and pick him out. Substitution coming for Georgia Athletic, but not yet. KSA with the throw. Samuel, 51st minute. Gamarra. Diakite. Gamarra. Cuts it over to the right. Tuamasi. Diakite down the left. Joseph Samuel, 40 yards from goal. Gamarra flicks it. Doesn't find Kalonji. Ferrer dispossessed. Diakite blocked. Cleared. And Bomio gonna chase. That's handled well by Irving. Damfa up the right side to Camden Chupa. Samuel. Gets it back from Diakite. Gamarra out wide to the left to Kalen Kalonji. Tries to cut inside. Double team drawn. Georgia Athletic win it back, trying to clear. Still trying to clear. Player goes down on the far side acrobatically. Foul is called. It'll be a free kick for KSA. Get another look at that. Try to make some sense of it on the far side. That's the aftermath of it. Foul was called. Yellow card was not shown. I think the reaction might have been a little extra. Referee seemed to feel that way as well. I believe it was Lloris who was trying to shield a player off. Arm got extended, made some contact. Luis Munoz will be checking out for Georgia Athletic. Fresh legs in here early in the second half. Angel Marcano into the game for Georgia Athletic. Berhan Gamarra will take this free kick 20 yards out. Just outside the 18-yard box in width and depth. Gamarra with the left foot. One-man wall. Delivered, top of the six, headed away. Diakite runs it down. And Bomio able to knock it away from him momentarily. Able to take it away from him the second time. Diakite stays alive, though, wins it back. Left-footed shot wide of the near post. Goal kick. Good battle there between Mbomio and Diakite. Goal kick, Carlos Guerrero of Georgia Athletic. KSA draw a foul. Hernandez went up to try to win that as well. KSA player went down. Foul called. Georgia Athletic players arguing. I believe it's Grant Carr who is down for KSA. As he tries to get back to his feet. Didn't look like a lot of contact. No hesitation, though, to blow the whistle and call the foul. Back underway. Samuel to Damfa. Joseph Samuel dropping between the two center backs. Up the left side, headed down. Georgia Athletic trying to advance up the right side. They do. Deflected out. KSA will get the throw. Ferrer knocks that one away. It was Ethan Ruiz with the interception on the far side and the 30 yards or so forward on the dribble. KSA in the middle third, Damfa. Into the attacking half, into the attacking third. Sumo. Gets around Emba. Sumo into the 18. Cuts back on the left foot. Shot. Goal. 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 Anthony Sumo cuts the lead in half. 2-1 now, Georgia Athletic. Anthony Sumo has scored a boatload of goals here in the UPSL. He adds another one to his tally. Brilliant individual effort. Got into the 18, and he kept looking for a passing option. Didn't need it at the end of it. Able to roof it on his own. 2-1 now. Georgia Athletic off of the kickoff. Marcano. It's over to the left side. Hernandez. Drop back. Alvarado. Marquez. Gutierrez. Interception won by Carr. Marquez will clear. Diakite will settle it. Carr 40 yards from goal. Damfa pops it forward. Trying to bring it down in traffic. Unable to do so. Comes off the arm of Hernandez. Free kick KSA, 35 yards out. 10 yards will be requested. Lloris will comply. Gamarra will take the free kick. He's got the range here. He's got options on the back post as well. Gamarra. Back post, volleyed off the bar and then off the football goal post. And it was offside to begin with, as you can see there on the replay. Shot from Dampfa went off the football goalpost at the end of it. I think it came off of the soccer crossbar first, but it was offside. Georgia Athletic playing through the middle. Little dangerously, they don't mind. Into the middle third, pop forward, it's behind Mbomio. Irving gets past one, pass knocked down by Ferrer. Looped over to the left side, Mbomio. Taken away by Camden Chupa. Samuel. Gets it back. Samuel gets it back again. Inside to Irving. Hits the spin button up the left side. Headed down by Ruiz. Still alive for KSA. Diakite squares it inside, looking for Tuamasi. Ferrer slides in to knock that out. Corner, KSA, 59th minute. It's 2-1 Georgia Athletic. 2 goals late in the first half from Mbomio. KSA have cut it in half, and they're looking for more. Top of the 18. Right-footed shot blocked. Lloris slices that one wide. KSA back on it. Camden Chupa puts in a cross. Volleyed home. Goal, goal, goal. KSA. Kalen Kalonji. What a ball from Wilfred Camden Chupa. And Kalonji volleys it home. Great finish. 2-2. Somehow Kalen lost his right boot in all of that. Needs to make sure he keeps that one on. That's the lucky one that tied this game up. A great finish from Kalen Kalonji. And after seemingly taking control of the match at the end of the first half, Georgia Athletic have conceded twice in the first 15 minutes of the second half. And it's 2-2 with 30 minutes of regulation to go. And Kalonji's right boot back in place. Pressure. Foul called. Ferrer tried to reach out and grab the ball with his hand, committed a handball offense. Sumo loops it over, knocked away, throw KSA. They have all of the momentum right now. The 3 seed that has been there and done that so many times, they fought their way back into this one. Damfa. Backing in is Sumo. Sumo turns, and there's another one. Goal, goal, goal. Anthony Sumo's second, and KSA with 3 goals in 15 minutes have the lead 3-2. Damfa played it forward to Sumo, who was posting up like Patrick Ewing in his prime, backing a defender down. Spun on him and touches it home. No chance for Guerrero. And Georgia Athletic are trying to figure things out. Look at this ball from Sumo. Gets his left foot to it on the turn. Damfa saw that he had the 1v1 and had his most dangerous option inside the 18 with only 1 defender trying to hold him up. Georgia Athletic now trailing 3-2. How do things swing at this point? KSA don't need to let up. They need to put the game away while they have the momentum. Foul called on the far side as Gutierrez is tripped up. Georgia Athletic player down on the far side in the attacking half. That's Ferrer, who is, referee's a little confused as to what happened, as am I. Ferrer being helped up by Diakite. It's a free kick for Georgia Athletic. 4th official having a conversation with the referee about that entanglement. Nothing else to issue there. It's a free kick for Martin Gutierrez. 3-2 now KSA after it was 2-0 Georgia Athletic at halftime. Damfa wins the header over Imbalmio. Foul called. Joseph Samuel draws it. Yellow card shown. It's Imba who gets the yellow card for Georgia Athletic. The descent at times has threatened to boil over in this one. Georgia Athletic have conceded 3 times here early in the second half. Need to find some control here. KSA want to put the game out of reach. Ruiz wins a header on the far side. Throw KSA. Grant Carr will take it. 65th minute now. Joseph Samuel, Kamani Irving, Grant Carr, Henry Pleites. Pleites up the left side. Gamadra. Diakite. Gamadra looking for Kalonji. That's intercepted. Emba fouled from behind. Free kick Georgia Athletic. Kalonji will earn a yellow card for tapping that one away to prevent the quick restart. Sumo, Carr, and Kalonji with yellows for KSA. Ruiz and Emba yellows for Georgia Athletic. I believe the paperwork was still being completed on the last yellow card. Georgia Athletic will take that free kick again. Squared over to Marquez. Alvarado. Good ball in behind him. Bomio into the 18. Save. Pleites came out ambitiously out of his 6-yard box. All or nothing there as Bomio tried to slip it through him, but Pleites able to get down and make the play. High risk, high reward. That's how quickly Georgia Athletic can get back into it. Ferrer, what a back heel. Marcano looking for Bomio. Irving able to clear. Carr up the left side. This is how quickly the game can turn the other way. Here comes KSA. Heavy touch into the middle. Emba, advantage played. Hernandez. Over to the right side. I believe Ruiz is the one who is down. Marcano on the far side. Through to Bomio. He's onside. Down the right flank. Bomio will earn a corner for Georgia Athletic. KSA defensively do not want to be chasing Nazario Bomio. But not in line there. Damfa was slow to step out. Irving closed it down and blocked the cross. Corner on the far side. Gamadra not giving the 10 yards. There is a mark on the end line there to help guide that. Played short. Slip, and the cross is put over the end line. Goal kick KSA. Tapped forward. Irving to Carr. Now Diakite. Passes behind its intended target. Hernandez. Over to the right. Ruiz. Marcano cuts it back to Hernandez. Forward, flicked on. Intercepted by Josef Samuel. Gamadra up the left side. Kalonji now rides off one challenge, rides off a second. Tries to pop it forward. Pinball almost goes the way of KSA, but Guerrero will pick it up at the top of his own 18. 69th minute, 3-2 KSA. Fidel Emba over to the right side. Georgia Athletic trying to get back into the attacking half. Alexis Ferrer. Deflected by Samuel. Won by Georgia Athletic, but Pleites will slide out to claim it. Kalonji down behind the play. Going to get a substitution for Georgia Athletic. We've got pushing and shoving back the other way now. Lots of extra pushing and shoving for really no reason here. Fingers being pointed both ways. The AR on the far side has come in to help try to clean all of this up. Yellow card in hand. We'll see who gets it. Josef Samuel not happy with something in all of that. The referee is going to have a conversation with his assistant on the far side. Yellow card was in hand, maybe partially to try to calm everything down. And now in this conversation, they'll sort out if any yellows are shown. Play was stopped. Kalonji was down after his run forward. Referee went back to deal with that, had to come back into the other half to deal with shenanigans. Kalonji being helped up by Anthony Sumo. I believe he will be substituted. 2 subs for KSA getting ready, 1 for Georgia Athletic. The yellow card is still in hand. Referee and 4th official having a conversation. Yellow card shown to Ferrer and to Samuel. I believe part of all of that was making sure that that yellow card wasn't going to result in anyone being sent off. I think partially in double checking the paperwork and partially in trying to use that to diffuse the situation without inflaming it by sending anyone off. Players need to recognize that because there is still a lot of time left in this one. We're in the 73rd minute. Plenty of time for Georgia Athletic to level it. Kalonji was helped to the bench. It looks like Jeremiah Luoma will be checking in. Daniel Twumasi checking out. Kelbis Marine into the game for Georgia Athletic. Awanja Medard is the other substitution for KSA. So drop ball back to Henry Pleites. 3-2 KSA. Less than 17 minutes of regulation to go. Make sure you are subscribed to the ASMG YouTube channel. Semifinals here in the UPSL Georgia Top Flight next weekend. The final in 2 weeks. Winner goes on to the national tournament. KSA trying to get back there. Diakite, heavy touch. Imba can't clear. Diakite in the 18, on the end line. Imba still trying to clear. Gamadra trying to shut the door. Diakite, Imba, Gamadra, crossed in. Sumo lays it off, left-footed shot, high and wide from Luoma. His first touch of the night. Jeremiah Luoma, the former Georgia Southern Eagle, put that one into the sky. Throw Georgia Athletic as they flip the field quickly. Hydration break here with 15 minutes and some change to go in regulation. A sizable amount of stoppage time. This has been a match marked by momentum. Both teams canceled each other out for a long stretch of the first half. The last 5 minutes plus stoppage time all Georgia Athletic, all Nazario and Bomio. Scored twice, the second one spectacular. And it looked like Georgia Athletic was in control to start the second half. KSA not wobbled by those 2 goals by Mbomio. Anthony Sumo with 2 goals of his own. Kalen Kalonji with the equalizer, and KSA went from 2-0 down to 3-2 up in a matter of 15 minutes to start the second half. Last 15 have been a little ill-tempered, a little disjointed, but Mbomio has still shown his quality getting in behind. KSA has had opportunities to stretch the lead, but we're at 3-2 with a good bit of time left to decide this one. Three teams already into the semifinals. If this result holds, Dalton will play KSA. Potros, the regular season champion, will play Atlanta United. If Georgia Athletic can come back to win, Dalton will play Atlanta United. Potros will play Georgia Athletic. It's an attacking third throw down the left for Georgia Athletic. They got into the postseason on the final day of the regular season. First year in the top flight in UPSL Georgia. Fidel Imba will take the throw, preparing for a long throw here. Two lanes back onto the track. Launches this one into the 18. Samuel wins the first header. Hernandez flicks over to the right. Ferrer lays it off to the right side. One back by KSA. They want to break, and they want to break with numbers. Tripped up coming out of the center circle by Hernandez. He will draw a yellow card. It's a good run from Medard. Hernandez goes into the book to join Emba, Ruiz, and Ferrer. For KSA, Kalonji, who's out of the match. Joseph Samuel, Anthony Sumo, and Grant Carr all on yellows. Free kick KSA, and they do not mind the pace of this one. Slow and methodical when they need to be, but they can break with speed. Gamarra back to Carr. Plays it long. Guerrero will catch. Punt down the middle. Trying to flick it on is Marin. Samuel heads it forward to Luoma. One back. Lloris. Lloris. Ran out of room. Medard turns. 4v4. Down the left side. Sumo. Cuts back. Gets some help. Luoma, 30 yards from goal. Over to the right. Right-footed shot from Camden Chupa. Low and saved by Guerrero. Punt goes right to Camden Chupa. Battle for it. Foul is on Camden Chupa. Hernandez drew it. They play quickly. Lloris driving through the center circle. Pops it out wide to the right. Marcano keeps it in. Marcano up the right side. Doesn't connect with Mbomio, who was checking back. Sumo turns on the far side. Really tricky dribbles for Anthony Sumo. Gets into the attacking half. Wants to spin to the right. Does. Pass comes up short. Doesn't get to Diakite. Sumo ran out of gas there on that run. KSA win it back, though. Samuel. Damfa. Camden Chupa. Diakite. Gamara, Diakite. Samuel up the right side, Camden Chupa. Dribbles past one, Camden Chupa. Into the 18 down the right, drops it back, Diakite. Deep cross, back post, chested down. Able to clear Georgia Athletic. Marin trying to turn the corner, wins it back the second time around, cleanly. Marin cuts into the middle, player down on the far side, went down kind of late. Trying to play it up the right side, Georgia Athletic. They lose possession, it's back to Pleites. He'll clear with the left foot, back into the middle third. Luoma, good touch forward. One back by Georgia Athletic. They'll win it again in the center circle. Dribbling into the attacking half was Lloris. Ferrer up the right side, but a lunging play to block it. Grant Carr had to get something on that, and he did. Joseph Samuel opens up the play down the right. Game is stretched. Diakite stood up by Emba. Diakite wins it back. Dribbling through the middle. Good tackle. Georgia Athletic come away with it. Diakite had the option down the right, didn't see it. Here comes Georgia Athletic. Mbomio, flag is up. As the cross was just a touch late from Marcano. Everybody complaining at this point, wanting calls that were not there. This referee crew has done an outstanding job tonight managing this one. Substitution for Georgia Athletic. Hernandez will be leaving the match. And Georgia Athletic running out of attacking options to come off the bench in the 83rd. They trailed 3-2. Free kick for KSA. They'll bring us back into play. Santiago Arias was the substitution for Georgia Athletic. Clearing ball popped straight up, headed down. Numbers there to defend. Georgia Athletic will clear. Header won by Gamara. Controlled by Lloris. Emba. Tried to pull it back. Tried to draw a foul. Got it. Diakite and Emba were battling. Foul was called on Diakite. Here comes Georgia Athletic. Marcano. Marcano, big switch. Too much for Arias. Throw KSA in front of the Georgia Athletic bench. Carr clears. Georgia Athletic win it back. Marcano at midfield, driving forward. Cleared away by Damfa. Diakite at midfield. Down the left side for Sumo. He's going to run it down. Sumo, 1v1 with Ruiz. Cuts to the left. Shot near post, diving save, Guerrero. Ferrer cuts it back inside. Picks out Marcano, but he can't control it. Camden Chupa just pops it forward to Luoma. Gamara, Diakite, Gamara, Diakite. Back to Camden Chupa, Diakite turns. Possession here from KSA. Heavy legs from Georgia Athletic. Gamara. Emba tries to take it away. Halfway succeeds, but it's a throw for KSA. With the 3-2 lead, KSA will take their time on restarts. We saw 6+ minutes of stoppage time in the first half. Remember, we are seeing hydration breaks because of the temperature. So you can bank on at least 2 or 3. and say you can bank on at least 2 or 3 more. Probably looking at 6 minimum here in the second half. Camden Chupa taken away from him by Ferrer. Opportunity here for Georgia Athletic, but they can't get into the attacking half. Luoma out wide to the right. Flag is up. Ball's in the back of the net. Doesn't matter. Owanja Medard started his run a little too early. It's good work from Luoma to win the ball back. Guerrero, Ferrer. Down the middle. Dampfa heads it straight up. Marin. Dampfa wins the header. Camden Chupa knocks it off of Mercano. It falls to Diakite. Pops it back to himself around Ferrer. Great work from Diakite. The pass wasn't at the same level. Emba intercepted. Back to Guerrero. 86th minute. Guerrero. Ferrer. Bouncing ball. Won back by Josef Samuel. Samuel on the right foot. Has Camden Chupa making the run down the right. Deflected back to Samuel. Camden Chupa walking the tightrope here on the near side, drawing the foul. Emba commits it. Free kick KSA. Yellow card shown to Emba, and that's his second. If that's shown to Emba, that's his second. If that yellow card was shown to Fidel Emba, it is his second. And it is. Georgia Athletic will have to play with 10 the rest of the way. It's an intentional foul committed by Emba. Camden Chupa had gotten the position and gotten in behind him. Emba had to bring him down, and he earns the second yellow and a red card. With all of the fouls and all of the conversation, figured that somebody was going to get into double jeopardy with 2 yellows. And it's Fidel Emba who draws that red card. 11 v 10 for KSA the rest of the way. We're into the 89th minute. Gamadra will take the free kick with his left foot. Drives it in, headed away at the penalty spot. Marin. Unable to get to the second ball, but Georgia Athletic fighting through to try to get on it. Adris. It's dropped back. Irving will slam it back into the attacking half. Knocked down by Dampfa. Gamadra up the right side. Wants to get back on the left foot. Drives up the end line, taken away, cleared. Dampfa keeps it alive, though. Gamadra tripped up in the 18, penalty KSA. Sloppy challenge from William Marquez. And it's a penalty for KSA and an opportunity to put this one to bed. Looked like a tired challenge from Marquez. Gamadra went down. Neither team can complain about anyone going down easily in this one. Gamadra draws some contact, and Anthony Sumo will go to the spot on a hat trick. Red card is out. It's boiling over completely for Georgia Athletic. Red card was shown. We'll confirm to who. Believe it is Ethan Ruiz. Only saw the red card. Ruiz was on a yellow as well, but only saw the red. Not sure if something was said to earn that red card. That would be the assumption. So Emba and Ruiz both sent off for Georgia Athletic. Anthony Sumo will go to the spot with an opportunity to make it 4-2. We are 30-plus seconds into second half stoppage time. And I will reiterate that this referee crew, one, it has not been an easy game to have the whistle on. Two, I think they've done a very good job. Both teams have put themselves in jeopardy tonight. Georgia Athletic, after losing the lead, have lost their heads here in this quarterfinal. And now we have more shenanigans. Dampa needs to walk away from that because KSA needs to be thinking about a semifinal next week. Yellow card, red card shown. Georgia Athletic kind of being their worst enemy here, their own worst enemy right now. Yellow card shown. I believe the yellow was to Dampa. It's Alexis Ferrer who got a second yellow and a red. So 11v8. Maybe that's all. 2 minutes into second half stoppage time. Anthony Sumo still has a penalty. Sumo can make it a hat trick here in the quarterfinal if he can beat Carlos Guerrero. Sumo steps to the right with the left foot. Goal, goal, goal. Anthony Sumo is third of the night. And KSA Pro-Profile were trailing 2-0 at halftime. They are leading 4-2 in second half stoppage time. Talked about it coming into kickoff. Experience in big games. KSA did not drop their heads coming into the second half, trailing by 2. Anthony Sumo's been a huge part, obviously, of turning this game around. His 3 goals, along with Kalen Kalonji's equalizer, have KSA in the lead 4-2. Dampa will get substituted out. Probably a smart move for KSA at this point as he's on a yellow. Possibly more players with cards than players without cards this evening. Kickoff for Georgia Athletic. They have 8 players on the field. And I believe they are just waiting for the final whistle. Maybe not. Mbomio. He's got 2 goals tonight. Marin. Into the 95th minute. No idea on how much stoppage time we're going to see. Adrias draws a foul. Not a ton in that, but Camden Chupa blocked him off. Marquez will take the free kick. Up the left side to Adrias. He was onside. Crossed in, flicked on, brought down. Marin can't find the angle to shoot. Loops back around, tries to hit the through ball, knocked away. Georgia Athletic got a reset back to Marquez. Gutierrez intercepted nearly by Josef Samuel. It's back to Guerrero. He'll clear. Settled by KSA. Carr up the left side to Luoma. Luoma's pass intercepted, cleared. Diakite now. Mohamed Diakite's had a good night for KSA. Substitute Ellie into the match. Diakite passes forward. It's back to Ellie. 96th minute, almost into the 97th. KSA turning this into an extended rondo to see it out. 4-2 lead. And that will do it here in the UPSL Georgia quarterfinals. 4 goals in the second half for KSA Pro-Profile. 3 of them from Anthony Sumo, your man of the match. And KSA will move on to the semifinals next week. KSA will go on the road to face Dalton United, while the Atlanta United Academy side will be on the road to face Potros. You can watch both of those semifinals here on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you've got your notifications on. Both of those matches will be next weekend. Dates and kick times TBD. The final in 2 weeks. Down to the final 4 in UPSL Georgia, and KSA Pro-Profile, even though it did not look like it after 45, they have found their way into it as they chase another trophy. 4-2 winners tonight. Sumo with 3, Kalen Kalonji with 1. And that'll do it for us from Shiloh Community Stadium. Thanks to everybody here with the ASMG Network. I'm Jason Longshore signing off. KSA 4-2 winners in the quarterfinals tonight.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.